Good morning, grade 4. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Grade 4 team, Ms. Sahar, Ms. Asid, and Mr. Larry are welcoming you all to this new lesson from Unit 9, Heat Energy. In week 12, lesson 3, the pages we are going to study are 447 till 453. Learning objectives. I will identify temperature and the source of heat. I will describe how 3 ways transfer heat. The success criteria. I will be successful if I can explain the 3 ways that transfer heat. Now let's start with our lesson. Before doing anything, revising what shall we do to protect ourselves of COVID-19. Listen to this music, to this song, and follow it. Okay.
Now here's a few tips so you don't get sick. We gotta fight the germs that make your nose drip. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze, and that'll put everyone at ease. Don't touch your eyes, mouth or nose, cause that's where all the naughty germs go. Wash your hands before every meal. A 20-second scrub, please, that's the deal. Same goes when you use the loo. Wash your hands and dry them too. Be safe, be cool.
Excellent. So be careful. Wash your hands thoroughly for 20 seconds every day before eating, before touching anything. Don't sneeze using your hands, but use tissues, okay? Or use your elbow. Now let's return back to our lesson. We finished off the starter. I hope you have gotten information about it. Now let's learn the new key terms, which are heat, conduction, convection, and radiation. What is heat? This is the essential question. Who knows what is heat? Is it an energy? Excellent. That's right. Heat is the energy that moves between objects of different temperatures. So it is the energy that moves between different temperatures, between objects. Now let's watch our slide. Slide share. Wait a minute. Okay, here we have our book. What is energy? Let me focus on it. Here we have the energy of heat. It takes heat to shape glass or to make tea. Okay, but what is heat exactly? Think about it for a moment. How would you define heat? Okay, let's see. Temperature measures how hot or cold something is. Energy moves between objects that have different temperatures. You've already learned about many kinds of energy. Heat is the energy that moves between objects of different temperatures. The difference in temperature makes the energy move. Now let's go to the other page, which shows us here how people are losing their heat from their body to the outside because heat is transferring from hot area to cool area. Here, the girl's clothes trap heat near her body. Her jacket shows down energy transfer to the cold air. This girl stays warm while playing in the snow in temperatures as low as 0 Celsius or 32 Fahrenheit. Look at picture B. Here we can see the hot or the heat is going up. The water coming from this shower head is hotter than the air around it. So the average temperature of shower water is 42 centigrade or Celsius, which is about 108 Fahrenheit. We are measuring the heat using the thermometer. This is the thermometer. In picture C, ice cubes melt as heat transfers to them from the warm air. The puddle of water is about 20 Celsius or 68 Fahrenheit. In picture D, heat moves from the burner to the kettle, from the burner to the kettle, and then from the kettle to the air around it, to the air, and then from the water vapor to the air. Water boils at 100 Celsius, which means 212 Fahrenheit. Look at here. Heat on the move. It moves. Heat can move in different ways. Great. Here, look at our palm, our hand is hot. So the heat transfers from our hand to the snowball. It melts when it gets the heat from our hand. Heat is conducted from your hand into the snow. The snow melts. Your hand feels cold. That's why we feel it is cold when we touch the snowball. Now the conduction. Conduction is the first way of transferring heat. Conduction is the transfer or movement of heat between two objects that are touching. It can also occur within an object. Heat moves from inside your body to warm your skin. Your feet and hands stay warm because heat moves all around your body. Look at this bowl of soup. It is hot, the soup. The heat transfer or moves from the hot soup to the spoon. Heat is conducted from the soup to the spoon. Soon the spoon feels hot to the touch, and when you touch it, you'll feel it's so hot. Now look at the balloon, and the pot of water is boiling here. Here is the stove and the source of the heat. Heat is conducted from the burner. This is the burner. It is conducted from the burner to the pot to the water, then to the water. Heated water travels up. So the water which had been heated goes up, warming the cooler water above. Then it goes down, the cooler water to be heated, and goes up again when it heats. Okay, this is, we call it what? We call it convection. Here we have conducted and convection and radiation. Let's see. Convection is the transfer of heat within a liquid or a gas. So between two liquids, two gases, we call it convection. Between objects, we call it conduction. The particles in liquids and gases move easily, and they take heat with them. Heat from a campfire warms the air around it by convection. Warmer air is always boiled upward. In this case, the fire is the source of heat for convection. Look at here. The hot air goes up and the cool air goes down to be heated. Hot air rises up above cooler air. That's what keeps a hot air balloon in flight. Okay, this is convection, don't forget. Between gases and liquids, now we have radiation. Feeling gradient? Heat moves by conduction between solids that are touching. Heat moves by convection through gases and liquids, but can heat travel without moving through matter? Think about the sun. It gives off heat and it warms our planet. This throughout the vacuum, throughout the space. So it is radiation. So through the radiation. And here we can see here the campfire. Heat travels from the campfire to convection by convection and radiation. This is the convection and this is the radiation around it in space. There's no matter to be transferred from it to another. Look at here also in this page we can see radiation, the definition. The third way heat can move is radiation. Radiation is the transfer of heat without matter to carry it. Heat simply leaves one object and goes directly to another. Okay? Look at here. The sun is heating the girl's face. Heat from the sun radiates through space and through the atmosphere before it warms this girl's face. And look at the chicks or the young chickens. The room is cool and air conditioned. On the other hand, heat radiating from this light keeps the young chickens warm. Now they wanted to circle which source of these things, okay, these objects give off heat by radiation. So circle the objects that are radiating heat. Of course, the light bulb and the candle, okay, they are giving off heat without touching them, okay. Thank you for this, and I wanted to answer the pages 454, 455, 456, and 457. Now, before finishing our lesson, I wanted to see our plenary. Can you think about these three ways? Please give me examples about them and send them to your teacher, Ms. Sahar or Mr. Larry or Ms. Asil, according to your teacher. And using these emails, you can email them or you can use the Class Dojo to send your answers. Thank you. See you next lesson. Bye.